good afternoon, dear parishioners, dear family. It has been 3 months or more than 3 months that we have not really seen each other or interacted with one another. So now that we are awaiting the statement of the President with regards to lifting the present GCQ, and we enter into the MGCQ, we are asked to prepare for this opening. That is why we are having this this dialogue or this conversation with you, dear parishioners, and all those who subscribe to our Facebook. We have this, we entitled this reopening hashtag, The Church We Love. So once that the President has declared that we have entered into the MGCQ, we are going, although at this time we are already preparing for that when we go to the new normal. So the church is being prepared. We are meeting with different organizations, with the Parish Pastoral Council, and different organizations on their questions and, of course, their feedbacks on how we shall go to this, about this task. So once that the declaration has, the President has declared the MGCQ, we are going to prepare this week the entire church. Actually, little by little, we have started already. Maybe you have seen in the Facebook the signs where you are to enter, where you are to sit down, and where you are to receive Holy Communion. So maybe by God's grace and the Holy Family, we will be able to prepare this coming week so that we could have our first Mass this coming Sunday. Let's pray for that. Also, before we do so, the Bishop of our diocese has given us guidelines. These are the guidelines, protocols for how we are to do, what we are to do as we enter into this MGCQ. So these are all 18 pages. So we will not read all of this, but we will just summarize all of this so that, and we will not give all of this in one session, but different sessions as well. So this is just the first session that we have. The second session will be given by Father Jojo, and then the third, the fourth. Okay, so we will limit our time to this discussion. So we will open the church, and the religious gathering shall be allowed provided that participants shall be limited to 50% of the venue of the seating capacity of our church. During the era before this COVID, our church can accommodate only 500 people or a little bit more. So those 500 cannot be contained. So we can only now contain 250 people seated inside the church. So there are marks already where you are going to sit. Now, if this will overflow, we can use the side part of the church, like the Adoration Chapel or the Nazareth Hall. And of course, the protocols in coming in will be observed. We have already the footpaths, we have already the dispenser with alcohol in all the entrances of the church. We have 2 entrances in the main door of the church, okay? So you could enter, you could fall in line, but the details of this will be later on given to you by Father Jojo. But at the door there will be dispensers and all those things required of us to put also in the other entrances of our church. Now, we have decided to have 3 masses in the morning. 7:30, 9 o'clock, and 10:15. I have decided to remove the 6 o'clock because it will, before 6, 5 o'clock, people should be here already. Those who will assist us in the Mass, the greeters, should be here before 6 or around 5. So that will be too early for them. And we need to prepare to sanitize the church. And so I think appropriately we can have a Sunday Mass at 7:30 in the morning, okay? And then 9 and then 10:15. In the afternoon, we will have 2 Masses at 5 p.m. and 6:15. So we will have no more 7:30 Masses. And the bishop in this decree has also said that only those who are 60 years old, below 60, and beginning ng 20 below can come to Mass. Meaning to say, the senior citizens excluded, no? But that is the general guideline. Especially when you are 60 or over 60 and you are sick and not well, please don't force yourself to come to church. But then if you feel that you are 60 years old or even above and you are well, we cannot refuse you to come. No? But then we have to observe the necessary protocols asked from us by the government. Okay? Wearing of masks, social distancing, the hand sanitation, and cough etiquette. So if you are sick, if you are coughing, or if you have colds and you're not well, please don't come so as not to contaminate the others. I have meetings already with other organizations on what they are to do. So they know what they are to do, the greeters, the ministers of communion, and so we will dispense with all those things, no? We cannot just open right away. We have to make a report to the bishop that everything is okay. It's only he who can actually approve if we have met the requirements to open, okay? Masses will be done only in our main church. So we will have no masses in the chapels or in the malls within the confines of our parish. Meaning to say, we cannot have mass yet in estancia as we usually have, no? And so no masses in our chapel. So we will just concentrate the masses on our church. Before this, we ask you for your questions, no, on how we are going to do about this opening. One of the questions, will seniors 60 above and teens, yappies below 20 will not be allowed? I think I have answered this, no? So if you feel well, if you are 60, you are in good condition, you can still come, okay? We cannot say no to that, but then be aware. Now, the everyday masses will be in the morning at 6 a.m., in the evening at 6 p.m. Now, we have the bishop and the CBCP they have decided that yung ating Wednesday evening Mass and Friday evening Mass will be considered Sunday Mass. So anticipated Mass na po yun para hindi tayo mapuno ng maraming tao sa Sunday. So kung kayo po ay magsisimba ng Wednesday ng gabi ng 6 p.m., that is already a Sunday Mass, no? Fulfilling your obligations. And then Friday as well. And then, of course, the Saturday evening at 6. So we have plenty of scheduled Sunday Masses within the week. The second question, pwede bang magpa-schedule sa pag-attend ng Mass? We are still planning whether this could be done. No? We are not yet 100% ready because everything will be computerized. No? It's the seating arrangements where you are going to sit and all. So maybe it could be na you can reserve ahead of time. Okay? Can we go inside the church every Sundays to attend Mass and receive welcome? Of course, you can come to church on those scheduled time of Masses. In fact, we have not really closed our church. We have, during this pandemic season, opened the side door of the church for people to come in for their private prayers. And there are some who come. How do you control the number of people attending at a time? And any age disqualifications? I think I have, we answered this with regards to the age, but then the control will be done by our greeters and collectors. And we will also invite some people, volunteers who could help us, because this might not be able, it cannot be done all by the greeters, especially how to control the line outside once they are entering. The last question, when is the normal form of the Masses? The normal form, I think all Masses are normal. I mean, in a sense, it is abnormal now, huh? It is abnormal now because you cannot come to church in, what do you call this? You cannot come to church as usual. So parang seemingly abnormal. So we are going now to the normal. Although those who cannot attend can still watch us in our online Mass at 10:15. So if you are if you are just in your home, the old people, the sick people, sa Facebook natin, makikita rin ninyo yung ating, yung 10:15 Mass na live dito na mismo sa inside the church. You can join that, no? You can join that, and that fulfills your Sunday obligations, okay? So I think we have to end at this time because I know you are all doing something else, no? So we will just see you in the next episode, okay? Thank you for watching.